The teachers make this school an environment, a place where you feel comfortable, you can feel safe, and you can feel valued and heard here because the teachers care about you and they make that very evident. The students care about you, and you can see that in different activities because they will reach out.
All of the teachers are always constantly expressing their faith and giving us opportunities to share our faith.
My teacher helps me learn a lot about prayer and how to pray.
If I had not come to MCA, I know for a fact that my faith would not be here. I would not be spiritually strong at all. My identity would be in everything temporary. I know that if I had not come to this school that was feeding me and pouring into me the way they do, that I would be taken and led astray by anything.
The school that I previously went to, we weren't even allowed to talk about God or else we would get sent to the principal's office. Public school, I had a lot of people who were bad influences, and here there's a lot of good people. And I feel like that just makes it, like, school so much better that you don't have to worry about those kind of things.
When I first came to Maranatha, I honestly just placed all my confidence in what people thought of me, the things that people would say about me, whatever it may be, very worldly things. I would always stress about how can I get more people to like me, or how can I make sure that I'm not like offending these people, or whatever it may be. But as I've come to Maranatha, I've slowly realized that it's a lot less about like what the world thinks about us, and it's more about what Jesus and what the Bible actually says about us.
If I'm going through a rough time and I just call out for Jesus, who'll help me maybe put a verse in my head, maybe I'll go look it up and it'll say something that I really needed, or I can just think of a Bible verse that I already know and it might help. But just asking Jesus for help helps.
The Bible has taught me the importance of truth and valuing that truth in the Word, and also just looking at my life. I've seen what the Bible has taught me evident in my life. So I've seen what the Lord has said in His Word come to pass in my own life and in my own testimony, and it just proves how faithful He really is.
We do worship and discussions. So like the discussions, it's more of like a Bible study. We open up to a page that someone has been on their heart recently or they have been reading, and we kind of just talk about it, like, what do you think Jesus said here? What do you think Jesus really meant here? Or what do you get from these words? And it kind of just goes in the title. Daily bread is like us getting our daily bread, because just as we need like food for our physical bodies, we also need food for our spirit.
The foundation that MCA has taught me and built up in me is, one, to know the Father for myself, to know the Word for myself. And yes, we have Bible classes here, we have daily bread here, but the teachers, they make an emphasis on get to know Him for yourself, so that you can defend your faith for yourself, so that in times of trouble, when classes aren't going well, or when you aren't with your parents and you're in your college dorm and you don't have other Christians around you, you can know Him for yourself and enter His presence boldly.
God has a plan for me. I don't know what it is yet, but I will eventually know what it is, and I know that I was meant to be here.
We have Jesus who's telling us, like, you are loved, you are my son, you are a child of God. And coming to Maranatha has helped me realize that Jesus loves us.
Everything about me that is good, that is wonderful, that is awesome, is because of Him.
I know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made and that Jesus loves me.